Okay, so we're here with Julia today, who is one of our long-time clients, pretty much since we started, right?
Yeah, about 9 to 10 years.
Yeah, so a long time. And just quickly, your daughter, what's her diagnosis?
She has ASD, epilepsy, anxiety, sensory processing disorder, and repetitive disorder.
A lot going on, right?
Yep.
And you're a superstar. Did not take it all out. You are. You are a superstar. So why or what drew you to Autism Goals? Like, now, why were you needing Autism Goals?
More for strategies and support and helping her with her short-term memory loss, because every time she had a seizure, she would lose that information and she couldn't retain it. So basically, in that works, Autism Goals help Lily and us find a way to work through what was going on in her head, because it took some time before she came back to baseline.
And that happened every time she had a seizure?
Every time she had a seizure. So she was, 2 years ago, she was in a coma, and it took a lot longer for her to understand certain concepts. We thought she was going to lose walking, talking, mobility, and everything else.
And so now we do learning mentoring still with Lily.
Yes, mentoring,
yep. And we did a lot of advocacy work with you.
Yep.
What positives came out of the advocacy for you?
That people with epilepsy and ASD had no stigma. Like, there was a massive stigma in the sense of not understanding her workload. Like, basically, Autism Goals helped her to understand herself, and Autism Goals learned along the way as well what she needed and what we needed as parents to support her.
And we then helped the school understand what she needed.
Yeah, because at first schools were very difficult. At primary school, she was bullied because of her epilepsy and the ASD. But Autism Goals came in, did PSG meetings, came to support her and find different ways of helping her with strategies for her short-term memory base. What was able to be used for her.
So, because the school on their own couldn't do that.
They weren't capable of supporting her needs in the sense of epilepsy or anything. They had to find different ways with Autism Goals and the Epilepsy Foundation as well.
Excuse me 1 second. Sweet child of mine, that is too loud. Yep, quietly. So now I've lost my train of thought because all I can hear is roaring. I've really lost my train of thought. So learning mentoring, weekly with Liliane.
Yes, weekly.
And that improves.
Yes, dramatically. We used to do 2 days a week, but we slowed that down to 1 day a week on a Wednesday. But we always keep it on the back burner. She needs seconds to support her and the next.
Yeah, perfect. And do you feel like when you went from primary school to high school, was that traumatic for you? And did Autism Goals help you through primary school to high school?
Autism Goals definitely helped. If I didn't have Autism Goals in our lives, I can tell you one thing, I would have been in a heap of depression. Lily would have not been able to cope. The strategies from primary school, which they say they give you a chance to, there's a transition, but there was none. The high school that she was supposed to go to, she was supposed to go to a, how do I say, mainstream, that's it, sorry, mainstream school, but they weren't able to support her for her epilepsy and her needs. So we had to look for a specialist school. So we went out further, and Pauline and Autism Goals helped me with that, find somewhere where she was in a small based school and nothing too big.
Yeah. Which is really good.
Which is really
It's
good
really
because
great to Liliana.
yeah, she flourished. Currently flourishing in year 9. She has friends. She is able to communicate what she wants and how she likes things. If she's not happy with something, she backs off. She gains the support still, but she uses the strategies that Autism Goals have supplied her with.
That's awesome. Thank you very much.
No worries.
For chatting with us.
You're welcome.
I really love working with you.
We love you.
And thank you for being with us since day one. Thank you.
No worries.